Good evening. It is Wednesday, December 30th. I worked, and this morning I was like starting work, and I was feeling fine, but mentally I was just kind of hung up, and it was one of those days where I'm just having to convince myself, do your job. Do you like having money to have a condo and not have to live in your mother's basement? You gotta work. It's one of those days where you have to struggle through that. And sometimes I have those days, So I took a vacation day for tomorrow in order to convince myself to make my way through the day. By the time I finished my work day, I was like, oh, what a waste of a vacation day, but oh well, I've used it at this point. So I have the next 4 days off. Vacation day tomorrow, holiday the next day, and then my weekend. So that's nice. I went by Mom's after work and picked up, I have some mail. We'll take a look at that here shortly. But on my way home, I stopped by Jack in the Box. I was like, can I get a sourdough Jack? Because that's a wonderful burger. And then some tacos. In fact, I got 6 tacos. And I was like, can I get Buttermilk Ranch? And they're like, no, we're out. But like, we got some other sauces. And I'm like, sure, let me try some of the other sauces. And they just filled the rest of the bag with their other sauces. So I don't know if I like any of their other sauces. I love their Buttermilk Ranch. But I'll try some of that. I'll eat. And then we'll open up the box. See what I got in the mail. Food was great. I don't get Jack in the Box nearly often enough. And this is the first time I've set this camera up on a tripod. And it's too far away for me to necessarily see, confirm, yes, I'm perfect, focus and all that. But it is enough with the little flip-up screen that I can make sure that, like, I have headroom. Which I've always, like, had to do it, like, I've done it, like, sitting in a chair. So I know my head goes about this much above the top of the chair. So still loving the new camera. But yeah, I got some stuff. First, angel hair, because Mom had to order some more for herself, because it just eventually messed up. It's my nativity scene. I have it around there. It is spun glass. Like, this is like glass made into fine thread and put in a big group that you can spread out, and it's beautiful decoration, and it catches light in interesting ways. So I put the lights under, and it's pretty. But be careful with this stuff, because it is glass. It can get, like, if you hand it with your bare hands, you can get it, like, cut your skin, and it's like, think of it like a paper cut, except now you have glass embedded in your skin. That stuff's dangerous. And then I got some stuff for the camera. I ordered, myself, 2 more batteries. I've had, for my old camera, 3 batteries, the original, and 2 by Power Extra, some off-brand. And I was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I have the default battery, and I ordered 2 batteries for this camera by Power Extra. And then I spent a few bucks extra to get the kit that comes with an extra charger that also has a cigarette lighter plug, so that I could technically charge it from my car if ever I need to. I don't know if I ever needed to on my old camera. If so, it might have been one time. But I want to keep that option open to myself, so I did. And then Mom, because I talked to her, my old camera I would always keep in my pocket. This camera is twice as thick, and the old camera already kind of, you never saw it, because whenever I was recording, I was holding the camera. But it was kind of a big, box in my pocket all the time. And it's like, this one's a bit too big for that. So I got a belt pouch thing. So it has a little belt loop, a zippered pouch for the camera, so that'll take some getting used to. But that'll be a much better way to carry the camera. So I got that. And then, right after Christmas, as I do most years, admittedly, I went to Cool Stuff Inc. And I ordered some things, which they could have arrived sometime into, like, next week, I think. so glad they arrived today, as I now have several days off and the table clear enough to do unboxings. So this will be fun to open up over the next few days. I'll film stuff, get some new videos for Jadekine Gaming. I got the WizKids 40 encampment, which has like tents and like a horse and whatever lean-tos and just stuff to make like some little camp site in D&D, which means that now I have a better way to attack my player characters when they're camping at night, because I can set up their environment. I also picked up the Mythic Odysseys of Theros booster brick. It's not the most exciting one available, but it's one that's fairly new that I haven't gotten any of yet, so I wanted to get at least one, and it was the one that was on sale. So I was like, I eventually wanted to get it, and I got it while it was cheap. I got the Dungeon Master Screen Wilderness Kit, because I have them over on the sidewall for decorations. I'm always up for a new DM screen to decorate my wall there, and this has some other little details. It'll be a fun little unboxing. And then finally, I got 3 token kits. Gale Force 9. Who knows how long they'll be doing D&D stuff, as they're currently undergoing a lawsuit with them, but they put out a bunch of kits, one for each class, and a DM's kit that have tokens. They have little boards that you can keep track of some of the changing details on your character with a what erase marker, and then they have little tokens for like the different conditions and that kind of thing. So I got Bard, because theoretically sometime next year I will be playing in a game that Bob is running, and I plan to play a Bard. I got Warlock, because it's probably my favorite class. Maybe Rogue still, but I really like the Warlock. So theoretically at some point in the future, if I play, I'm likely to be a Warlock at some point. And then there's just a general DM's kit, which has 2 of each copy of the Whittle tokens instead of having the board to keep track of your character, which means with 2 in here and 1 in each of these, I have 4. I have 4 players, which means if I want to use them for my players, I can do that too. Each one of them comes in a little tin. The DM's one actually just says Dungeons and Dragons, so that's cool too. So these are something I'll probably just do a group unboxing of all 3 of them to show them off. But still, that was a product that was new, the little token sets, and I'm like, maybe this is interesting. And that's it. Air. But yeah, so always fun to get some new stuff. New D&D stuff, some new stuff to help with the new camera. Fun. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go to bed and turn off my alarms and sleep as much as I can and be really glad that I have the next 4 days off. That is super awesome. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.